trash.
Then where should it go?
In a recycling bin.
Oh!
Wow, it looks like you've been throwing away a lot of plastic. Let's dump this out and see what we can recycle.
Okay.
I've arranged the plastic by type. There are 7 types of plastic produced in the United States. They are distinguished by different additives and resins used during the production process.
So how can I tell what type of plastic this is?
By locating the chasing arrow symbol located on the bottom of most types of plastic.
Oh, I see. So now that I've identified what type of plastic it is, what's next?
Well, first we have to sort through all of this plastic and see what can be recycled here in Helena and what can't be. S.A.V.E. offers free community recycling drives bi-monthly. We suggest that households sort their plastic in the same way that S.A.V.E. does at the recycling drives.
So why can't all this plastic be recycled together at the same time?
All of this different plastic is made with different types of additives and resins, which give each type of plastic unique physical and chemical properties. They can't be mixed during the recycling process.
Okay. So what types of plastics can I bring to the next S.A.V.E. recycling drive then?
S.A.V.E. Recycling collects Type 1 and Type 2 plastics. Let's take a look at Type 1. At the S.A.V.E. recycling drive, we separate our Type 1s into trays and bottles. Both of these are made through different processes. Trays are made through injection process. Bottles are made through blow molding process.
So what about these color trays?
Those can't be recycled, so they go in the trash.
Oh, this one's a Type 2 because it's colored, right?
No. In fact, if it's a Type 1 and you can see through it, it can be recycled with the bottles.
Oh, okay. What about caps and lids?
It is extremely important that caps and lids are removed before you recycle. Caps are made of a different type of plastic than the bottle, and if they are left on, they present a safety hazard for workers.
Also, pressure builds up inside the bottle, and if they're run over, the caps can shoot off like a gun. It's also extremely important to rinse out the contents of a container. Now let's look at Type 2s. Type 2 plastic is divided into 2 types. Translucent colored plastic, which includes milk jugs, vinegar bottles, and some beverage bottles, and solid colored plastic. This includes detergent, white colored milk jugs, and pill bottles.
What about this sour cream container? It's a number 2.
Even though this is a Type 2, tubs are made through injection molding, and they aren't currently accepted at the plastic recycling drives.
Oh, okay.
It's easy to confuse these other types of plastic with Types 1 and 2, so here's what you need to look out for. Type 3, or PVC, is the second most commonly used plastic in the United States, but it's rarely accepted at recycling programs. Type 4 usually is a squeezable bottle and looks very similar to some Type 2s. Type 5s are often yogurt containers, deli containers, reusable food containers, and small pill bottles like this. Type 6 is called polystyrene. This includes styrofoam, crinkly trays, as well as many reusable utensils and cups. Type 7 includes resins that aren't included in Type 1 through 6. Sometimes it's bio-based plastic made out of corn, sugar, or potato derivatives.
These dissolve much faster in the landfill.
But this looks like a number 1, and this looks like a number 2.
You're right. That's why it's so important to check on the bottom to make sure that you're recycling the right type of plastic.
Wow, so much plastic destined for the landfill. Isn't there a way to reduce this waste?
There are several steps that you can take. First, understand that types 3 through 7 can be recycled free of charge here in Helena. So avoid purchasing products made from these materials so that you don't have to throw them away. Second, consider reusing your plastic. For example, we're using this to grow cilantro in a kitchen garden. Finally, buy in bulk in order to reduce the amount of plastic packaging that you use.
So what happens to all this plastic once I've taken it to the recycling drive?
Well, let's go to the recycling drive and find out. The drives are held on the second full weekend of odd-numbered months. The drives are located on 1100 Last Chance Gulch behind the YMCA. At the drive, community members deliver their plastic and sort it into 4 locations: Type 1 trays, Type 1 bottles and containers, Type 2 translucent, and Type 2 solids. Then, S.A.V.E. takes the plastic to Pacific Recycling, where it is made into 4 types of bales. Volunteers sort through the plastic, removing lids and contaminants. It's important that all of the plastic is the same type, so that when it is melted down, it all melts at the same temperature. Manufacturers won't purchase contaminated bales. Manufacturing companies purchase recycled plastic to be melted down and made into new products. The bales are shipped, cleaned, chipped, and finally melted. PETE bottles can be made into polyester fiber used in clothing and carpets. It takes 19 20-ounce plastic bottles to make enough fiber for an extra-large t-shirt. Recycled Type 2 plastic is made into artificial lumber and building materials.
Wow, that was so easy. The S.A.V.E. Foundation does so much to make recycling free and accessible to the Helena community. You should be taking advantage of this service and begin recycling in your home today.
Help our society conserve energy. 270 million tons of oil and gas are used in plastic manufacturing every year. By using recycled plastic, manufacturers can save 70% of this energy cost.
For more information, visit www.savemobile.org.